The first time I met Aksun, he immediately caught my attention. Aksun was handsome, and there were always all kinds of women around him. At that moment, I decided that I had to be friends with this guy, because I wanted to be as popular as he was, to have all those women flocking around me too. So I started to approach him proactively, and that was also the beginning of my descent into the abyss. We quickly became best friends. It didn't take long before I noticed something was off about him. Can you imagine? A guy with so much charm actually started to give off a rotten stench, and I'd never smelled anything like that on him before. So I joked with him, "Do you work at a seafood market at night or something?" He rolled his eyes at me, his face completely expressionless, and he spoke hesitantly. That rotten smell on him kept getting stronger. One time when we went out for afternoon tea, he looked especially exhausted. As for me, I just kept having more and more questions about him. But every time I asked, he never answered. What was even creepier was that whenever I shook hands with him, or even just brushed against him lightly, that rotten smell would linger on me for days. I really couldn't take it anymore, so I asked him, "What exactly is that smell on you?" Right in front of me, he answered slowly, like squeezing toothpaste, and said, "Don't worry, just wait, that smell will show up on you soon enough." After he said that, he even started laughing, and that laugh really sent chills down my spine. One day, he suddenly stopped coming to school. I messaged him, but he didn't reply. I was really worried, and had no idea what had happened to him. It was at that time that I heard a rumor, Aksun had been sent to prison. I was completely shocked. But there was something even more shocking. I finally understood where that putrid smell was coming from. The police revealed that Aksun's actions were utterly inhumane. He was secretly buying and selling corpses, making money off the dead. Not long ago, a student from our school went missing. It was during the investigation of this case that the police gradually uncovered Aksun's crimes. The missing student was actually his victim. The police found a cold corpse in his basement, and in that basement there were coffins and embalming chemicals specifically used to prevent bodies from decaying. He made quite a lot of money through these corpse deals, and even planned to buy land. When I heard this news, I was completely stunned. Cold sweat broke out on my back, and I got goosebumps all over. I actually once tried to be friends with someone like that. As days went by, this incident was gradually forgotten by everyone. But there's one thing that when I think back on it now, still really scares me. One time, he invited me to his house to go swimming. The pool was huge and deep. You couldn't see the bottom at all. I was so scared that I didn't dare get in the water. No matter how much he coaxed or made fun of me, I just wouldn't go in. Looking back, I'm really glad I didn't go in. Thinking about it now, that decision might have saved my life. I think that day, it definitely wasn't just a simple fear of water. I must have seen something in his eyes that made me instinctively afraid to get in. If I had jumped in back then, maybe I would have ended up like the other victims, sold off to who knows where, never to be found again.